afternoon or evening, whatever time you are doing this yoga flow. So I'm just going to mute myself on my laptop so that I don't drive myself mad. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Hope that you're keeping well. We're going to go through a 45-minute hip opening sequence today. So, super nice for runners or high intensity fitness people. Equally super nice for the more sedentary people. Sedentary? The word? I never know how you say that. For the more still people as well. Okay, so many of us hold a lot of tension and tightness through the hip area. Also tends to be the space physically where we hold on to a lot of sort of trapped emotions and stagnant energies and things. So oftentimes when we're working through a kind of deeper hip opening flow, different stuff can come up, okay? And that's alright, yeah, just go with it. If you feel like swearing, swear. If you feel like crying, then cry. At least with this home practice, a bit less embarrassing if that happens than when it happens in the studio, okay? Speaking from experience there. So yeah, this flow is going to really be for all levels. So yeah, do what you can. Let's try and get some energy shifted, get some energy flowing, and generally feel a little bit better. Okay. I've got my laptop here, so if you have any questions as we sort of go through, then just drop me a little comment. Yeah, and if you're watching this a little bit later on YouTube, then feedback is always welcome. Thank you for bearing with me as I transition into this weird online space. Cool, so we'll get started. Yeah, all you need is your mat. And even if you don't have a mat and you just have a little bit of floor space, then that's fine too. Okay. So we're going to get started in a seated position. So maybe you want to come to sit on your bum with your legs crossed. Maybe even this is a little bit uncomfortable right now. Okay. If so, you can just sort of have your legs out long. All right. So just see where you're at. We just want to find a little bit of stillness on the mat before we start to move. So no pressure here. Just find a seat. Any seat will do. We're going to bring the hands into the lap, okay? So have the palms facing up. Draw the shoulders to the ears and then squeeze them together behind the body. And then let them just fall down naturally. Chin's very slightly tucked towards the chest so that we're elongating the neck. And we're going to close down the eyes here. And take a couple of breaths. Just to sort of ground ourselves down onto the mat. So eyes softly closed, start to relax the face. Let the jaw soften. Let the forehead soften. Let the eyes relax. We're just observing the breath as it comes in and out through the nose. Just taking a quiet little moment to become completely present. So it's completely normal for the mind to start to drift and wander whenever we find this sort of still space. Okay, so don't feel the need to fight any of those thoughts or feelings away. Okay, just let them settle, just let them be. If you notice any tension starting to creep back into the face, into the jaw, into the eyes. And try to consciously soften it some more. Now keeping the eyes closed off, we're just going to start to draw some circles with the shoulders here, okay? So bringing the shoulder blades up toward the ears and then squeezing them together behind the body so the chest is nice and open. Let's go again. Squeezing the shoulders up, letting them drop behind. And one more time, shoulders toward the ears, then squeeze them together behind the body. We're going to reverse that movement. Now shoulders toward the ears. This time close off the chest, separate the shoulders. And again. And one more time. Super nice. Let the hands come to the top of the knees, okay? As we inhale, we're pressing the chest forward, lifting the chin, gazing up. And as we exhale, we're rounding the spine, bringing the chin to the chest and curving through the back again. Inhale to bring it forward. And exhale to curve. One more round. Inhale to come forward. And I just realised I probably should have made some reference to the decorations that we've got going on at the minute. So excuse the rainbow banners, it was Richie's birthday, so we had an isolation house party. So fun. Exhale round. Beautiful. Coming back to a nice neutral spine. Okay, open up the eyes if you can close that whole time. We're just going to bring the legs in front of us. Knees are bent, soles of the feet are down. Okay, hands come behind the body, fingertips facing towards the hips. And we're just going to let the knees twist over to the left. Okay, falling down to the side. Find a twist through the side body. Coming back through center. Let them fall to the right side. This time again, finding a twist, but the other way. One more twist into the left. And then twist into the right. Through center. Okay, so that right foot stays where it is. Now we're going to hook the left ankle onto the top of the right knee. Okay, so we've got this kind of figure of four going on. If you've got a lot of tightness going on through the hip, you might need to slide the right foot further away. Okay? If you've got more space, then bring the foot closer. Now we're trying to keep the back nice and sort of long here. Just taking a couple of breaths, maybe sort of rocking from one sit bone to the next. Again, just encouraging a little bit of movement. Awesome stuff. Let's let that right leg go long now, okay? So we're on the heel, the toes facing up. The sole of the left foot's coming to the outside of the right knee. Then we're going to wrap our right arm around the left thigh and find a nice gentle twist, okay? So both sit bones are rooted to the ground here. Keep breathing. And then unraveling, come back through center, both feet planted on the earth. Soft bend to the knees, twist to the left, twist to the right, twist to the left, and twist to the right. So we're starting to move super slowly. Be really kind with the body as we work our way into this practice. We're going on the other side, so this time the sole of the left foot stays down. Let's hook our right ankle on top of the left knee. And you'll notice a difference in both sides of the body here, okay? So this side kind of sucks quite a bit more for me. Right, so we're trying to keep the spine nice and long. Breathing deep. And again, you can maybe have a little bit of a rock side to side to encourage a little bit more space. And so if you've just joined, don't worry, you've not missed too much. We're just finding some really slow movement. Just to prepare the body for a little bit more flow. Okay, left leg slides long, we're on the heel, left toe facing up. Sole of the right foot plants down on the outside of the left knee, wrapping the left arm around that right thigh this time, finding a twist. Both sit bones are firmly rooted into the mat. And breathe into the twist, okay? So don't hold your breath. If you're feeling the need to hold your breath, then you've probably taken the twist a little bit too extreme. And we're going to unravel, come all the way back through center. Uncross the feet. We're going to draw the knees into the chest. Cross over the ankles, okay? And we're going to roll our way into a tabletop position. If you can't quite get that movement, however you make your way here is absolutely fine, okay? So finding a really strong and solid posture here. Hands are in line with the shoulders, knees are in line with the hips. As we inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest, gaze up. I want you to close off the eyes here, okay, so you can really connect breath and movement. Exhale, dome through the shoulders, tuck the tailbone under. Inhale to arch the back, gazing up, stick the bum high. Exhale to round, chin to chest. Couple more rounds in time with your own breath, okay? So, again, eyes closed. Sink, movement, sink, breath. And don't be scared to add in any movements that sort of come naturally, anything that feels organic, okay? If you want to go side to side, start drawing some circles with the hips, then you can do that. When you're ready, hips go all the way back to the heels and we meet in a child's pose. Okay, so if at any point through your practice things get a little bit challenging or you want to take a rest, then just come here. Forehead down, arms long. Now we're going to start to slide the fingertips back toward the body. As we do, we're rolling up to an upright position. Okay, nice and slow. Fingertips continue sliding behind the hips. Squeeze shoulders together, lift the chest, gaze up. Now as we exhale, dragging the fingertips again by the side of the body, we're curling down. Slide the hands all the way toward the top of the mat, back to your child's pose. We're going to do that 2 more times, okay? So start to roll up, chin stays to chest, find that kneeling position, and then squeeze shoulders together, open through that heart space, gaze up. Big exhale as we start to curl down, chin to chest. Last time, inhale, nice and slow. All the way up, open the chest, gaze up. And this time we come back through neutral. Fingertips are still going to slide down toward the top of the mat this time. Hips are going to lift, we're going to tuck the toes, and we're going to meet in our first downward facing dog. So take a couple of breaths here to really ground down through the hands and through the feet. You can shake off the head. Let go of any tension from the jaw or from the mouth. Pedal through the heels, take the hips side to side. Okay, anything goes, it's your practice. And we're going to bring the knees back down to the earth to meet in that tabletop position, okay? So find that strong foundation. Alignment of the hands, elbows and shoulder, alignment of the knees and the hips, okay? We're going to bring our left hip out to the side. So we've got a 90-degree bend at the knee and we're just opening it out to the side, okay? So think dog taking a pee. I know it's super glamorous, okay? Bring the knee back down. Lift the knee back up. Bring the knee down. One more time, bring it up. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Thinking about strengthening through the hips as well as opening through the hips. Okay, we're going to take that on the other side. I'm going to face the camera so maybe you'll be able to see a little bit better if you need to check in with what you're doing. Okay, we've got a 90-degree bend at the right knee. And then we're going to open that knee out to the side. And then we're going to bring it back down. And then we're going to open it to the side. And then we're going to bring it back down. One more time, open it out to the side, super glamorous, stay strong. Bringing it back down to the side, tuck the toes, downward facing dog again. Maybe you're starting to find a little bit more space in your down dog. And whatever allows you to do that, then do more of it, okay? If your hips want more of a shake, if your knees want more of a bend, if your heels want more of a pedal, then just allow any movement, okay? Anything that your body's asking for, just grant it that. So let's start to pedal, tiptoe super slowly, the feet up toward the hands, nice and slow, finding a ragdoll position. Grab opposite elbows with opposite hands, let the head fall down. We'll take some really deep breaths here, okay? Knees are as soft as they need to be, okay, to release through the spine. Let all that weight fall through the top of the head. And release the hands, they start to float down to the ground. Soften the knees even more, chin to chest, we're going to roll all the way up. The arms are heavy, the chin is tucked, coming all the way up. When we get to standing, head is going to come into alignment. And as it does, let the arms sort of float up as well. As we exhale, squeeze the shoulders together, the arms go wide. As they come back forward, chin to chest. Inhale, arms rise back up. Head follows. Got a couple of rounds of this, okay? So feel free to close off the eyes and really connect your breath to this movement. Allow it to be more sort of intuitive than anything else, creating that space through the body. 2 more. This time as we go down, we're going to dive all the way down, nice and slowly. Feel every single piece of this movement, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, find that halfway lift, straight legs, flat back. Plant the palms, let's step it back to a downward facing dog. We're going to inhale our right leg to the sky. Now don't worry too much about the height here, we just want to find some space to play with. Next thing, we're going to bring the knee toward the nose and then step the foot all the way between the palms. We're on the left toe, setting up for a lunge. As we inhale, chin stays slightly tucked. And again, we roll up. The arms join the party here. As we exhale, let the arms fall down, fingertips toward the earth. Now shift the hips back. So we find some straightening through the front leg. Maybe the back heel comes closer to the ground, maybe not. Okay, just see where you are. Start to bend into that front knee. Again, we're going to roll up. Chin is slightly tucked. Shoulders are still domed until we start to unravel, fingertips to the sky. And again, fingertips circle down, finding the earth. Fingertips to the earth, shift the hips back. Breathe into this leading leg. One more time, bending into the right knee. Chin is slightly tucked as we start to roll up. Big reach. And exhale, brings it all the way down. Planting both palms. Let's step it back to a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Again, don't worry about the height. We're going to take a bend to that left knee and we're going to start to step the left foot between the palms. Now if you need to give it a bit of a gentle drag, then that's fine. Setting yourself up for your high lunge here. Okay, we're on the right toes. Chin is slightly tucked. Let's start to roll it up. Arms to the sky. Big circles with the arms. Come back down. Now you might find that your balance is a little bit different on this side. That's fine. Shift the hips back here. Let's start to open through the left hamstring. Maybe the right heel starts to find the earth. Maybe not. Bend it into the left knee. Roll the body up. Arms to the sky, opening through the chest. And then starting to dive all the way down. When you're down here, shift the hips back. It's a nice, slow, mindful movement. Trying to think about that fluidity with all our motions, okay? Bend it into the left knee. Chin to chest as we start to open. Fingertips to the sky. Circle the arms down and around. This time, fingertips to the ground, palms to the ground. Press into them. Step it back. Downward facing dog. From here, knees to the mat, send the hips back to the heels, find a child's pose. Maybe the knees are together, maybe they're apart. Now really take a couple of deep breaths in this child's pose, okay? As deep as you can. Eyes are closed, the mouth is closed, and we're trying to direct that breath really deep into the body, okay? Try and visualize sending the breath all the way to the base of the spine. Okay, so we really grow on the inhale, and then soften down completely on the exhale, letting the body melt some more each time. Inhale, grow, send that breath all the way down. And exhale, completely release, soften, melt into the mat. When you're ready, we're going to roll the body up, meet back in, downward facing dog. Coming up onto the toes, take a bend to the knee, press the belly back to the thighs, sit bones stay lifted. This time you can take a step to the hands, step all the way forward if you can. Finding that halfway lift, we've got straight legs and a flat back. Exhale, we're folding down completely. And as we start to inhale, we start to rise again. Think about kind of rolling the body up. And then we drag the arms all the way up toward the ceiling. Big reach, chest is open. And then exhale, start to dive all the way down, nice and slow. Inhale, again, halfway lift. Plant the palms, we'll meet in our downward facing dog. We can inhale, right leg to the sky. This time when it gets there, take a bend to the knee. Really open the hip to the side. Gaze at your right toes under your left armpit if possible. And then a big sweep forward with the right foot. It lands on the outside of the right hand. So we're in this wide lunge. Left knee comes down to the earth. Left hand stays down. Right arm swoops up all the way. Exhale, sweeps it all the way back down. Lift the left knee back up, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky, big sweep. Take a bend to the knee, open the hip to the side. Finding your scorpion dog here. Gaze under the right armpit, search for the left toes. And then a big sweep all the way forward with that left foot. It's going to land on the outside of the left hand. Lower the right knee down. Right hand stays down, left arm swoops up. Left hand comes all the way down. Lift the right knee, step it back, downward facing dog. From this down dog, onto the toes, chin to chest, roll the body forward, high plank. As we come through our high plank, lower the knees to the earth, press it back, downward facing dog. 2 more like that, roll the body forward, high plank. Knees toward the earth, send the hips back, down dog. 1 more, roll forward. From high plank, send it back. High onto the toes, bend the knees, belly back to thigh, gaze to the hands, step, float, hop to the hands, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, start to peel the body up. We're still getting the arms involved here. Big reach up. This time hands come to a prayer position and lower them to heart center. Close down the eyes here. Just taking a moment to observe the energetic shifts in the body. We'll take a big cleansing breath before we continue. Inhale as deep as possible through the nose. And exhale to sigh and release. You can open the eyes. Okay, from the top of the mat, we're going to take a big step back with the left foot. Okay, we're finding this wide stance, straddle stance. Okay. Now, we want to be really careful with this movement. Okay, we want to be kind to the knees. If we feel any kind of tweaking or pinching, then just leave it. Okay, we're not going to go through this for a long time. Toes are going to point slightly out to the corners, and then we're going to drop our hips over to the right, okay? So, what might happen here, the right heel might want to lift, that's okay, alright? So we want to come onto the left heel, toes are facing up. We're just going to send the hips then to the left side, okay? So we're just working into both sides of the body. Okay, so moving with kindness. Maybe you don't come all the way down, okay? Maybe it looks more like this, all right? And that's fine as well. This is where I want to encourage you to really move intuitively. If something doesn't feel right for your body, then adapt it, okay? There's no rules here as long as we're moving with kindness, with softness and with patience. We're going from one side to the other. We're going to meet back in that wide stance, pivot on the feet so they're parallel to the short edges of the mat, and then let the body melt down. Forward fold. From our forward fold, find a little halfway lift, so we're lifting through the chest. Okay, we're going to walk our hands around to frame the right foot. As we do, pivot on all of our feet then, on our 2 feet. So the toes are facing toward the top of the mat. From here, left hand stays down, right arm sweeps up, and right arm sweeps down. We're going to go the same backwards, right? So pivot on the feet, coming back through our fold, and then hands go all the way around to frame the left foot this time. Right hand stays down, left arm sweeps up. Left hand sweeps down. We're going to meet back in that fold. Okay, so we're really thinking about nice mobility through the lower body. Walk the hands around, frame that right foot. This time we're dropping the left knee down. Okay, we're dropping the left knee down. We're going to roll onto the outer edge of the right foot here. Keep the foot flexed to protect the ankle. Just wondering if I've gone too far forward, if you can see. So the right knee falls out to the side, okay? The hands are on the inside of the right foot. We're going to find our way back through that fold. We're trying to optimize my space here. Okay, so coming back off the sole of the right foot, lift the left knee. Let's pivot on those feet. We're going to the back of the mat. Hands frame that left foot, lower the right knee down. We're rolling onto the outer edge of the left foot, letting the knee fall open. Sole of the left foot comes back down, lift the right knee up. Let's come round, forward fold. Turn out the toes very slightly, step pointing to the corners of the mat, soften the knees. We're going to roll the body all the way up. So hands come to a prayer position, big step forward with the left foot to meet the right, top of the mat. Okay, give the legs a bit of a shake out here if they need to. Big breath to begin. And then inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, dives it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant the palms, step it back, downward, facing dog. When you're ready, we're going to inhale our right leg to the sky, and again we're going to take a bend to the knee, open through that hip. This time, let's start to draw some circles with that knee. Okay, nice and strong. Keep pressing evenly through both hands. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring that knee all the way toward the top of the mat. It's going to settle in behind our right wrist. Okay? Slide the left leg back. We're setting up for our pigeon stretch here. So right knee behind the right wrist. We want to heel toe that right foot away from the ground a little bit. Untuck the left toes, left leg long. Okay, so allow yourself a couple of breaths to really sink into this posture. Okay, we want to try and make sure the hips are as square as possible. We're facing the top of the mat. And when you feel like you're kind of happy with where you're at right now, then maybe you want to start to let the body melt down. Maybe you come onto the forearms. Maybe you come all the way down. Wherever you are, I want us to all meet here, okay? Up on the fingertips. Now, chest is open here. Take a big breath in. As we exhale, think of your body like a wave and start to peel it down. Inhale to peel it up. Exhale, peel down. 2 more rounds with your own breath. And then palms flat to the earth. Tuck the left toe under, lift the left knee. Let's power back, downward facing dog. And have a little wiggle here. shake it off, shake it out. Left side, inhale, left leg to the sky. Take a bend to the knee, open that hip. Drawing those circles with the knee. Try and keep this as controlled as possible. And then when you're ready, left knee toward the top of the mat. Settles in behind the left wrist. Right leg goes long. And again, a couple of breaths, a couple of moments to really feel your way into this posture. Okay? There's no rush, no hurry. Hips square to the top of the mat. Maybe you start to walk the arms down, melting the body over the left leg. Maybe you let the chest slide down. Wherever you are, I want us to come on to the fingertips now, okay? Chest projecting open. Take a big breath. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale up. Couple more. Sync this movement to your own breath. And then palms flat to the earth. Tuck the right toe under. Lift the right knee. Power it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee behind the right wrist. We're coming back to that pigeon variation. This time we're not going to stay here. Inhale, really open the chest. Now as we exhale, you're going to bring the bum to the ground, okay? Pivoting on this left heel, the left toes come to the sky. Melt over that left leg, nice passive fold. Rolling the body back up. The right hand comes next to the right hip. Okay, right knee to the earth, left leg stays long. Big reach up and over with the left arm. Finding your half wild thing here. Bringing hips back to earth. Back into your fold. Let the body melt over that left leg. No forcing, no yanking, no grabbing. And our body rolls back upright. Hands walk toward the top of the mat. Left toes down. Step it back. Downward facing dog. Gonna go same on the other side. I'm gonna spin around on my mat. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee settles in behind the left wrist. Slide the right leg long on the fingertips. Open chest, big breath. And then we start to rotate open. Okay, so pivoting on that right foot this time. Sole of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And then melting over the right leg. Rolling the body up. Left hand next to the left hip. Left knee comes to the earth as we press the hips up, up, up. Right leg stays long. The arm goes up and over. So we're really trying to create space through the whole torso here. Through the heart center, through the hips. And then roll the hips back down. Back into that nice passive fold. rolling the body back up. Hands toward the top of the mat, right toe down, send it back, downward facing dog. Now you're going to find a seated position. Maybe you want to hop between the hands, maybe you want to cross the ankles, coming down, whatever smooth, seamless, glamorous way you like. Okay, so find a cross-legged position here. We just want sort of one foot in front of the other to begin. Okay, so kind of got to stack. So let's start with the left shin being closest to the top of the back. And then we're just going to start to walk with the hands forward. Now we're going to be here a couple of breaths. If that feels super comfortable for you and you're like, great, easy, we're going to take it up a notch. We're going to bring the top of the left ankle to the top of the right knee. Okay, so you see we kind of got them stacked now. Same story, we're melting over the legs. Now, wherever you are, we're not looking for force, okay? We're looking for softness, through the face especially. We're looking to create space, playing with our depth. And then walking the hands back toward the body. Right leg stays in the position it is, okay, whether you are down here or up here. We're going to step the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Okay, so we've got this twist going on with the legs. Make sure both sit bones are rooting down to the earth here. Okay, then we're going to inhale our right arm up. As we exhale, hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And we're finding a twist. Now we want to be nice, I'm trying to spin around in this awkward position, nice and long with our spine. Working with the breath. Try to find maybe more space with every exhale. And releasing the body from this twist. Coming back to that simple seated position. Left shin in front of the right shin. Fingertips about a palm print away from the knee. As we exhale, roll down. As we inhale, peel up. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, peel up. One more. Exhale, roll down. And inhale, peel up. Hands behind the body, fingertips facing forward. Uncrossing the legs, soles of the feet down. Knees to the left, just like how we began. And then knees to the right. Knees to the left. Knees to the right. Back through centre. Now we've got one more side to go here. So, go. This may be enough for you, okay? This time the right shin is closest to the top of the mat, and we've got our shins kind of layered. You can start to walk the hands down, melt in the chest. And if this feels really spacious for you and like you've got a little bit more to give, then you can bring the right ankle to the top of the left knee and stack the shins this way, okay? Super important that we are kind to our knees here, okay? Again, like a few things we've been through today, if you feel any sort of pinching or like sharp pain, back it off, okay? Just take the first version. Okay, either way, we're melting the chest down. Walking the hands back toward the body, we're going to go for that twist. So, keep the left leg where it is. Plant the sole of the right foot down on the outside of the left knee. This seated twister where we get kind of like twister. No wonder. Okay, left arm up. Hooking the right elbow down on the outside, the left elbow down on the outside of the right knee. See, very hard to keep on top of. Again, spine stays nice and long, tall through the crown of the head. Just realised you can just see my flip-flop on top of my footstool. Why is that there? Release back through center. Now find that nice kind of simple seated position with the right leg in front of the left. Fingertips to the earth, about a palm print away from the knees. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, down. Inhale up. Exhale, down last time. And inhale up. Walking the hands to the back of the mat. Uncross the legs. Soles of the feet down, knees facing toward the ceiling. Let the knees fall to the left. And then let them fall to the right. To the left. And to the right. And back through center. Soles of the feet come together this time. They want to be a couple of handprints away from the body here, from the groin. Knees fall open to the side, okay? We're going to slide our forearms under the shins, palms face up, okay? And then we're passively folding, okay? So no yanking down of the body, okay? Wherever you are, just be there. Maybe this sliding under of the forearms is too intense, okay? If so, just let the arms rest wherever. Alright, I want to make sure this is nice and passive. Just breathing into that spaciousness of the hips and hopefully relieving a bit of lower back tension. And you can play with the position of the feet here, okay? Maybe slide them further away, see how that changes this for you. Just let the head melt down. I'm going to drag those forearms out from under the shins. We're going to bring the soles of the feet to the earth. We're going to wrap the arms around the shins here. Hook the knees in toward the chest. And then coming back upright, we're going to roll onto our backs. Okay, maybe let the arms go reaching long. Start to roll down. And when we get there, reposition the feet slightly. So the feet want to be about mat width apart. And just let the knees fall in toward one another. We're going to place both hands on the belly. Closing off the eyes, wiggling the shoulders away from the ears. And just taking a couple of deep breaths in and out through the nose. Notice how the belly rises as we take an inhale. And notice how it shrinks back down as we exhale. And then draw the knees in toward the chest. Again, just rocking side to side, massaging the tailbone down into the earth. We're going to place our hands behind the thighs. We're going to start to rock and roll up and down the length of the spine. Take at least 3 rolls here just to iron out any kinks, release any remaining stagnant energy. We're going to be in a seated position. If you've got time and you want to take a nice long shavasana on the ground, then please do. Just press pause and you won't hear my voice anymore. If you made your way to a seated position, then eyes are softly closed. The hands fall wherever they want. Maybe the lap, maybe the knees. Just take a few rounds of breath to really feel rooted and grounded to the mat and to the moment. We're going to bring our hands to a prayer position, bring them to your heart space, so the thumbs pressing into the chest. Try and maintain that kind of softness of the face and the ease of the breath throughout the rest of your day. And take a little moment of gratitude for something huge or something tiny, something big or something silly. Take a moment of gratitude for yourself, your body, your mind. And then big cleansing breath to finish this practice. Breathe in as deep as possible, fill the lungs. When you're ready, open the mouth and sigh. Going to bring the forehead down to the fingertips. Lifting the head, open the eyes and smile. If you can, namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this lovely practice with me. Thank you for bearing with me as I lost my words today. One of those days. But yes, as I said at the beginning, any feedback is much appreciated. Hopefully you enjoyed my rainbow party decorations. Hopefully you enjoyed your practice, hopefully you got something from this. Thank you so much for joining me, whether you're doing it live or later. And yeah, reach out with any questions, suggestions or otherwise. Hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Hope you stay well. Thank you so much.